This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
I should introduce myself. I'm B. Haywood, producer, Big and Lazy, We Them Girls podcast. Check us out. Confirm Multimedia. You know what I'm talking about. And I got my guy Drizzle in the building. Clap it up.
What's good, bro?
How you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm good, bro. You know, it's crazy, bro. We was talking and like, I'm not on this side often. I'm usually the nigga running the show, producing, asking the questions, putting the camera up and shit. Like, I'm usually the like I said, the producer. I'm never the talent.
Right.
Rarely the talent. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, man. It's been a while. I pulled up on you. Like I said, you pulled up on me a couple years ago. We did an interview, the B. Haywood interview on SSD TV network. That was what, two? About two and a half, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago, you pulled up on me at the spot, and we, like I said, interview was dope, man. And like I said, I told you, I was like, yeah. I've been telling you for a minute, I'm gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling you for a minute, I'm gonna pull up.
Right.
I said we can sit down, we can do some shit. Still got to pull up. You know what I'm saying, for Big and Lazy. Pull up for We Them Girls. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because I think. For me, that's more ideal what I would want to do, like in the long run. Like, I don't want to do this. I take that back. I do want to be behind the scenes, but I don't want to necessarily be the talent all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pop in, talk about some shit, interview every once in a while, do a collab. But like, as far as running my interviews and running the podcast and shit like that, eventually, you know, my original plan was to hand off my shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my original plan, I was never supposed to be on camera. I was never supposed to be the nigga doing the interviews. I was supposed to be just a nigga behind the camera.
Got you.
That's all I was supposed to be. And my homie ended up moving. We couldn't really find nobody solid. I said, fuck it, I'd do it myself. And then something that, it wasn't even supposed to be an interview type series. You know, it just turned into that. You know what I'm saying? But I told myself, I said, I'm never going to get on camera. I said, I'm never going to get on camera with the person I'm interviewing because I wanted the interview to be strictly about the person that I'm interviewing, bro. I didn't, it's not for me.
Yeah, it's dope.
You know what I'm saying? You're not,
like you did it that way.
You're not coming for me. You coming for the person being interviewed. So I'm like, I'm cool. This is, it was on some, and yeah, it was some Vlad shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Vlad was, when he started, was doing it like that. I think Vlad was doing his shit like that more so for security shit. And kind of like reach, like because he does a lot of shit where he's on like a monitor. He ain't even in the room with the person. He's on a monitor.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah, Vlad don't always be there with the person.
Whoa. Okay.
A lot more than half the time he's not there with the person, bro.
Oh, that's wild.
Nah, I'm not gonna say he hasn't been, but a lot of times he's not there. He's on a monitor. Yeah.
Hey. Where'd you find that out? YouTube?
Bro, I thought that was common knowledge.
I didn't know that. I never knew.
Yeah, I feel like that was common knowledge.
I'm thinking he is sitting across from him every time he talks to him.
No.
Wow.
No.
Shows how much I know. Wow.
Yeah, no, not every time. I'm not saying he hasn't, but a lot of times, majority of the times, he's on a monitor, bro. He's on a, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying this just because of for his safety, but it's also like that allows him to do his shit from anywhere.
Yeah.
I got my team, I got the people that work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go out, my team will set everything up.
They pull up to you and I ain't gotta do nothing. So computer or whatever.
That's my team. They gonna set it up. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Or whoever the person, because it's sometimes he's not, it's been times where he's doing it. There's an interview, a Vlad TV interview. It's not Vlad doing an interview. A couple times it's been a girl I've heard. It's this other dude. I don't know what these people look like, but there's be other voices that will be doing interviews too. Now I don't know if they're there. I don't know. But I know for Vlad, and ain't gonna be there a lot. But regardless, that's where I kind of got the concept from. Like, boom, I want to highlight the person I'm interviewing. Um, and this past, I want to say about a little bit over a year ago, I decided, I said, you know what, I'm about to get on camera. Now I have been on camera in the past, just doing podcasts and other shit though. But as far as interview based, like I changing the way I do my interviews because I had a lot of people that were telling me I need to be on camera, make the interviews better. That's one, and that is a fact. But there's just a certain dynamic when you can see two people having a conversation physically. You know what I mean? And so for me, once I got on camera and I was doing the interviews with the people, I felt like my questions were better, like the energy was better, the flow was better. They were more comfortable. Versus you got somebody sitting on the couch or in a chair next to you, versus you got a motherfucker you sitting here, you got the lights all on you, they got the camera right on you, and they behind the camera and they just like go. And they ask you questions, and you just there by yourself. You feel me? Like so, some people, yeah. So some people, they would, you know what I mean? They get a little uneasy, and you could tell like their conversation changed from like once the camera came on, like their conversation level dropped. And when that bitch was off, we was on 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I realized that. So I said, let me start getting on camera with these people, bro. And that will force me to kind of like drive the conversation sometimes because there's been other times where I'm behind the camera, bro, and I might be interviewing somebody and that shit be trash. I got to get out of there. I'm wrapping this bitch up. We done in 17, 20 minutes.
Right.
And that's not normal. I'm at least getting 45 to an hour. Sometimes I done had something that went on for 2 hours. I had some hour and a half, like, because we talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had some where I'm like, oh, I noticed by the 10-minute mark, I might get 5 to 10 more minutes with this person, and then we gotta go.
Right. You just go off the flow of the
Over.
conversation.
Yeah, it's over with. You feel me? And it's no knock to them. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think for me, it kind of like it allowed me to like be better at my job. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask a better question. Let me ask it a different way. You know what I'm saying? Let me get everything that I need from you when I'm asking this question. Let me make sure I say it in a way that I can get the answer that I want or that I need.
Right.
Or after you answer, we can move that shit out the way and then I can clarify or I can like kind of like double down on the point like, okay, but what about this part?
So where did you like learn to interview? Just practice or
Off the hip.
okay? It's just
Off,
natural.
bruh. It was.
You never
like I
like
said,
studied it or nothing like that.
Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. I had people that I watched. So, bro, I've been doing this shit since like I've been doing content like media shit since like 2011 ish, bro. And I remember the very first podcast I recorded. This before they were really calling it podcast, but they were calling it podcast, but it wasn't big, bro. Like it was just random shit. Even Apple already had the shit set up like podcast shit, but nobody was really doing them type shit. Like it was a couple like your daily Bible verse podcast or your daily horoscope. You know, it was like small shit to be like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, little podcast that was floating around, little small audio shit. So I did my very first podcast, bro, on my phone. It was I can't remember exactly what time of the year it was, but I know it was during U of L basketball season, and some shit happened. And I recorded like a little 15-minute like podcast on my phone, just a voice recorder, and I recorded that shit and I uploaded it. You know, so it was cool. I don't know what it did numbers wise because that was so long ago. Maybe nobody ever listened. I don't know. I have no idea. But I put it on SoundCloud. I had it going to the Apple little podcast shit, and that was like the first time I ever did anything like audio wise because I used to write. So I used to write like artists album reviews. I would go to like I would get invited to like country rock shows and shit, and I would write like articles and reviews for these people, and I would post them on. It was I had one. It was before Medium was out. It was a site called like Glypho or Glyph or whatever. It was like a writing. It was like a blog site. You feel me? But it never popped for real. And then Medium it came out or whatever. So, but I was writing on there and stuff. I was putting stuff out. I was writing on like relationships. I was writing on music. I was writing on sports. Like I was just writing. Like that was my shit. That was my
Was that
shit.
your favorite subject in school?
What, writing?
Yeah.
Hell no, bro. I didn't like school at all, and that's the crazy part, bro. I enjoyed, and I probably did more writing post high school than I ever did in my life, bro. And like I'm talking, I used to write. It got to a point I was writing for fun. Like I was writing articles, bro. Like I was doing I was getting stats. Like if it was sports, I'm getting stats. I'm comparing shit. Like I was writing shit, and I'm not gonna say there was like some real world renowned thesis type shit, but like if I had an article and I had a point I was trying to prove, I would go get the numbers, the statistics, the information, and I'm about to give it to you. You feel me? Like I wrote an article in 2013, and it was called better. It was called better than the rest, right? But I had put a parentheses. I forgot how I did it, but it was like better than the rest and better than the best. It was like a play on that type shit. But it was about Russ Westbrook. That's my guy. That's my dog. You know, I don't care what people say about him. My favorite player, still my favorite player in the league. Yeah, he does his thing. He's a lunatic. He's not sane. He's off his rocker. Cool. That's my dog. So at this point, I'm writing an article like trying to tell people, yo, this is the best guard in the league. I love Kobe. Nah. In 2012, 13, no, sir. No, sir.
You
Like,
said that?
Bro, what? Bro, I had the stats to put. Bro, this man Russ was averaging 20, it was like 26 and a half, 7 and 8, bro, shooting like 50% from the field, like multiple time all-star, like, bro, and he's doing this. Yeah, he's the number 2. He's playing with KD, but I brought up the numbers, bro. You go to the playoff series against the Grizzlies when they was in that dogfight with the Grizzlies. Who was the best player in the four? Was Russell Westbrook. Game 6, bro. I'm breaking all this shit down, bro. Like you can't tell me he not the best guard in the league, bro. Like I think I still got the article. I'm gonna look on my phone. I'm gonna check my notes because I was doing all my shit in my notes. So I got notes going back from now to like 2011, bro. And a lot of this shit is just excerpts and bits and pieces. It's little notes and pins and shit that I need, but jotting shit down. But I got full length articles in my phone that I used to. You know, I'm doing this shit, bro. Like, and I'm supposed to be doing shit for class. Fuck class. Like, I'm like, I'm telling myself, like, bro, I got to get this article, bro. I say the best article I ever wrote. I did an article. I remember when Ronda Rousey was doing her thing, and she was, damn, Ronda Rousey's the baddest woman on the planet. She's all this shit. It was loving her.
Yeah.
At the same time, that was the same year that I think Serena was kind of getting into it with the media. Somebody in the media was like, "Oh, she's built like a man," like all this type of shit. You feel me? Mm. Serena Williams is arguably not just the greatest female athlete ever, but she's arguably one of the greatest athletes ever, like man or woman. Like she got the resume.
Yeah.
So I'm writing an article. I'm like, bro, the way how they talk about Serena and the way how the media talks about Ronda Rousey are completely different things. I'm like, bro, both women, both beautiful. If I had to pick one who was built more like a man, it'd be Ronda. It's Ronda.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one who is more aggressive, I'm gonna say that the fighter because she fights for a living.
Facts.
Like all these things that they saying about Serena, but they not saying about Ronda. That shit wasn't sitting right with me. And bro, believe it or not, bro, I posted an article. I posted the picture and like the first paragraph I had on Instagram at the time, bro. I tagged Serena and Ronda, bro, and they both liked it, bro.
What? That's fire.
Ronda liked it first. Bro, I ain't know, listen, that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments, bro, because for me, I'm like, bro, what, they seen that? Because I wrote another article. I wrote an article about Rick Ross, bro. He got into, and Ross is my man. But Ross got in that situation where he was popped a Molly on her champagne. He said that shit, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was going crazy. He was like losing some sponsorship deals and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, well, let's hold on, guys. Let's be smart about this. It's rap. Niggas rap and say a lot of things that they shouldn't.
Yeah, it's a lot of fabrication.
Like Eminem was rapping about raping and killing his mom. Like, you got Tyler the Creator talking about sneaking in a bitch's room and like all type of shit. I'm like, bro, like this is nobody get outraged when Eminem says this shit. Nobody outraged when Tyler says this shit. I'm not saying what Ross said was right, but let's pump the brakes. Wrote an article on that, bro. Mad people retweeted. I'm talking about, bro, that might have been my most viewed article because I could see the views on it. And that article got me in an argument with Bomani Jones on Twitter. He got mad, bro, because I tagged him. So what I used to do, I used to write my shit, and at 2, 3 o'clock in the mornings, I'm up all night. I'm on Twitter, I'm tagging people, sending it to them. Read. You feel me? Because it's like that was the thing, I guess, per se, back in the day, bro. You got a link, bro, send it out and tag people who you want to listen, who you want people to watch, read, or whatever.
Right.
So I did that shit, bro. And it was a Sunday morning, I guess you could say. Golf was on. I think Tiger was playing. So it had to be in April. I think it was during the Masters. And Bomani Jones, like tweeted me back. So I'm thinking, Bomani read my shit. Oh shit, nigga, it's lit, nigga. This nigga Bomani, because niggas would retweet my shit like with blue check. Back then, when the blue checks was really blue checks, it mattered.
Right.
So Bomani was like, you think I'm about to read this because you tagged me? So I'm like, I mean, you tweeted me back. You could have read it. You could have clicked the link. You feel me? Like, you tweeted me. It's not like you was incapable of doing something. You chose to do something else. Yeah. So I'm like, you tweeted me, so kinda, yeah. Man, you ruining my Sunday. I'm trying to watch golf. This is that and the third. And so he was like, so he said, so he was like, he was like, you're ruining my day. But then he doubled down and he was like, that's not how you get people to read or watch or tune into your shit. You don't just throw it at them. And I said, okay, well, tell me how. How do I get people to click on my shit? He was like, nah, you got to figure that out. So I'm like, well, I'm asking you. So now at this point, I'm like, bro, I'm not even mad. I get it. Nobody wants to be tagged at 3, 4 in the morning with a tweet from a stranger. Understand. But you said I need to build my own community. So now I'm asking you, how do I build my own community? And he just kept saying, that's for you to figure out. And in the moment, I was like, well, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, I'm asking you, like, can you give me some advice? You know what I'm saying? Like, but he don't owe me no advice.
Fact.
That was my first time I think I learned that people in certain positions, whether you want to be in the same, similar, or greater, or whatever, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you any advice. Right? So me asking, like, okay, he gave me advice. He gave me the advice. Yeah. In the moment, I was like, well, nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just...
Yeah, but
because I'm like... Yeah, because in the moment, I was like, damn, bro, like, I wasn't even rude. You mad at me saying I'm ruining your Sunday? He blocked me. I'm like, come on, dog. We supposed to be in this together. We brothers. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, brother, man. You feel me? And so, but he gave me the advice. The advice was build your own community. And so once, probably about like a year and a half later, like I'd say about a year, it kind of like clicked. And I was like, okay, how can I build my own community? And so by then I kind of like stopped writing. I was still writing, but I wasn't writing as much. By 2013, 2014, I wasn't writing as much. And me and my homie, we kind of like teetered back and forth with doing some video interviews and stuff. Like I interviewed Rob Neese. I started a website, like a website. I was gonna do like articles and put my interviews on. Shit was called A Cage Mind. I interviewed, well, now he goes by James Lindsay, but Jalen Rose at the time, after he did his Forecastle shit. And it was like the year after that. I interviewed him. Never came out, but I did interview him. Got the video. But so I started kind of like dabbling into the video side of it a little bit, but just not a lot though, because I didn't have no camera, I didn't have no shit. That was my homie shit, you feel me? So it was all based off of him, his availability. And that kind of like opened my eyes. Like once we started like doing shit like that, I was like, oh, like it's people who do want you to do like interviews. Like people want to do interviews. Like people want to be on camera. People want to talk. People want whatever. And so it was the same people that I was listening to their music, writing on their mixtapes, writing on their music, writing on their albums or whatever. I was trying to sit down and do interviews with them and shit. And so I started this. I started an online radio station.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I forgot the fucking website name, but it wasn't American. It was some European Dutch shit. Like I had to learn the Dutch times because the way that it was set up on the website, like when you put the song and you want the song, you say, okay, I want this motherfucker to play at 3 p.m. My time, that 3 p.m. on your, it ain't the same. So I had to learn. Okay, this is the time it really is. Cause I'm like, yo, why my shit all out of order? Like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, why my stuff not playing? It's 3:00. It's like, nah, bro, you like 16 hours behind, whatever the fuck it is. But I was way behind, bro. So I was okay. So I had to figure out the actual times and the days and everything. And but what I was doing with the online radio station, I was playing people's music and I was playing local artist music, but not just Louisville and Kentucky. I'm talking. I was writing articles because I was writing articles on people who lived in New York. So I had people from New York and California, Texas, like all over the country sending me music. Like producers sending me beats, all type of shit. I had people sending me commercials and shit, bro. Like, so I'm building out this radio station, but this is how dedicated I was, and this is how I guess you could say counterproductive. So the way that it worked, you had to earn. It's almost like airspace, like a real radio station. You have to pay for these airwaves, this airspace, this much time. Well, you got to pay for all that shit. All that shit costs for you to put your radio station over the airwaves. Now this is the internet. Well, same shit. You want to use our platform. Within 90 days, your average time per day has to be X amount of people and X amount of hours. So the first time I made a radio station, I didn't know that. I got on one day, my shit was gone. Like they just deleted.
Damn.
So I said, damn, what the fuck? I go read some shit. Of course, it's in Dutch. I get it put in English. You got 90 days, XYZ. If not, that station will be terminated. So what I would do, I'm doing this shit. Oh shit, I'm in my last 2 weeks. You could copy and paste. I make a new station with a derivative of the original name, just put 2 or whatever. All my shit would transfer over. The first page would delete, go away, and I'll be on the second page doing the same shit. So while I had that gap of doing about the 10 days or whatever days I started the second one, it would give me time to put in all my little tags and all the little intricate shit while the first one's still doing the same thing. And then once that 90-day hits, boom, I already got the second page ready. So I did that shit for about a year and a half, 2 years. Like just every 90 days, it was a new station. Because what they was asking for, bro, it was. I'm not gonna say it was impossible, but they were literally asking for like, I think it was like 100 listeners a day. Like, and it's like consistent. Yeah. Like you had to average 100 listeners per day, and I'm like, dog, I'm really just doing this shit for fun.
Right.
And I do want people to listen to my shit.
That's hard to start down.
I do want people to listen to my shit, but I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this shit for fun. I'm still learning on the fly. I'm in school. I don't have time to sit here. I got work. I don't have time to sit here and try to push this radio station. But I'm gonna have this shit set up to where, I'm not home. It's gonna play. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna play podcasts. It's gonna play commercials. It's gonna play songs. And when it plays the songs and the podcast, it was tweeting out, playing now. You know what I'm saying? My page would tweet, and you'd be surprised, like people would retweet that, people would click on, people would be like, yo, I just tuned in. Like, yeah, so I would get my views, my listens, but it was never averaging 100 a day. And I knew that. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna be prepared to not average 100. And if I do, it's awesome. But if not, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for a while, and I kind of did build a community. I built a community of talent. Because even still now, I still communicate with a lot of those people that I've never personally met. But like, if they want me to listen to something, they'll send it to me. If they want me to check out some shit, they'll send it to me. They want me to watch something, send it to me. They telling me, hey, the group's getting back together. I don't know how heavy you was on Twitter back in the day, but
I was never on Twitter for.
So there was a guy. Other people might know who he is. But he had a wave back when like early, I guess, quote unquote, black Twitter, and it was Nerd at the Cool Table, and he had a website. And this is like this is the blog era, still the blog era, but blogging is dying. You know what I'm saying? But he had his website, he had his home brand and stuff like that. And I actually was writing and putting articles and doing shit on his website for him and shit like that. And that was a like prominent thing in like black Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That was what's his name? He got a clothing brand in Brooklyn. His name, he does the Saturday shit. You ever seen like the sad smiley face, and instead of saying Saturday under there, it'll say Saturday, like Sadderday. So it's a clothing brand, but the brand was popping back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about just up in New York, but like it was motherfuckers was fucking with the brand, and bro actually ended up doing like a show for like VH1 and shit. Like he was popping. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed bro. You know what I'm saying? One of my early podcast interviews, I think this is like 2015, interviewed him, was actually going to throw a joint party for, what was it, 4th of July? Well, it was ended up being 4th of July weekend, but we wasn't thinking. It was the weekend before the 4th of July, but 4th of July was during the week, so people was going to celebrate the weekend type shit. My brother was going to pull up. We was going to do a party. It was going to be pretty much at the time, same shit, different toilet podcast, and Saturday, X Saturday together type shit. So I interviewed him, interviewed his mans, I interviewed their top model. It was all over the phone, you know what I'm saying? But it was an interview, you know what I'm saying? And that was major, you know what I'm saying? But that came from me building up relationships with other people in New York and in that area, in Philly and Delaware, and it was like, yo, fuck with bro. You know what I'm saying? And so people in other areas were fucking with me. Like, and I was surprised that even when I posted the shit and we was gonna throw the party and shit, it was like a little like it was gonna be like a showcase. It was gonna have the acts were gonna be Braxton. At the time it was Jay Ellie, his L's Bentley now. And I believe the third act was gonna be Rob Neese, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the flyer. But there were people, I put it on Eventbrite. There were people that was getting on Eventbrite. It was commenting, Saturday coming to Louisville, Saturday coming to Louisville. Like, it was people, like, they wanted to meet and see this nigga, bro. Like, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, this nigga in New York got a little pool down here in Kentucky, bro. That's crazy. You feel me? I'm like, yo, this might be a bigger moment than what I thought. Nah, it didn't go as planned. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You feel me? But that showed me that maybe I don't have a community of people of like fan base and listeners or whatever, but I got a community of people who are in this same like space and they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying we besties. I ain't saying no bullshit like that. But they didn't have to get on the phone and talk to me, bro. Right. They could have said no. Right. The fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That collaboration between us, black people, our people,
Yeah.
it's important. You got to get in the room with people that don't know what you know. It's good to know that you don't know everything.
For sure.
Like knowing everything is knowing that you don't know everything in a way. Like
that's a
in
good point.
Twisted way. Like
yeah, that's a good point.
So like that's really important. So you still keep those same relationships and still.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to everybody, and like I said, I mean, like I said, I had they numbers. You know what I'm saying? I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're gonna reply because again, the shit that I was doing, I haven't done it in a while. And there's some of them I know I can. You know, I know I can because I've touched base with them probably like no less than like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Everybody's not doing the same. Some of them don't make music no more. You know what I'm saying? Brother had the website. He don't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Brother does the clothes. He still does the clothes and shit. You feel me? But I haven't talked to him in a while. You know what I'm saying? We spoke after, you know what I'm saying, the event and everything type shit. But it's just, I think if I wanted to keep those doors open, if I wanted to still like have those type of relationships, I most definitely could. I think I could. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the odds are of me not being able to reconnect with those people, I think it's slim. I think if I was to like hit them up, it'd be like, "It was good, bro. Like I ain't heard from you," type shit. I ain't seen, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because like I said, we still all follow each other on social media. I still follow them. They still follow me. Like I still got their numbers. I don't know if they still got mine, but I still got theirs. You know, the ones that they did have. So if I text it or call, whatever, they might answer. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I think building like his message was build your community. I think I built a community of talent. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done,
That's a bar.
yeah, I've done a couple things, bro. Like me and the homie, bro, we did my dog Jethro, bro, because he really got me back into like just doing the podcasting and shit. Because like I said, I was doing it and I stopped. But in 2015, he pulled up to the crib one day, bro. And he was like, "Hey, bro, would you want to do a podcast?" And I was like, I mean, if you want to, yeah, let's run it. You know what I'm saying? I had no intentions. The last thing on my mind at that time, 2015, I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking about, but it wasn't about no goddamn podcast. He brought it to the table. I already had everything. Bet, let's run it. You know what I'm saying? We started. Like I said, we did the first interview. We gave the homies they first ever interview, bro.
Oh, that's fire.
So regardless, we gave the homies they first ever interview. We gave Kiso his first. It was Kiso and Shlu. They did when they came back and did one with them two. We did one with just Ronnie. We did one with just one. Like, but then we also had them all collective, like the whole group pulled up, and it was all on the podcast type shit. You feel me? Like we did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what it did at the time, we did that. You know what I mean? Like, and so like, I hang my hat on some of that shit like that because I'm like, if it does get to the point where it reaches the pinnacle that niggas want to reach,
Right.
or the pinnacle that niggas see for themselves, right? A part of history.
Yeah.
And they a part of history too.
Yeah, you made your contribution.
You feel me? And I think that is something that we as a whole struggle with in this area is understanding that you can contribute. You can have a contribution. Your contribution doesn't have to be times 10. Your contribution doesn't have to be twice as much as the next person or twice as much as the last person or more than this person. Like, just contribute. Because at the end of the day, bro, all this shit is a digital library, bro. And I have a digital library of so much shit. Video, audio, written, whatever. Like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a vault. I got, like, if I wanted to literally just build, like, a temple of just all my shit ever, nigga, like, I could do it. And I think it would hold some type of way. I think it would hold some cachet. Like, I think if everybody knew everything, like, I don't know if it was Mars's first interview, but I have an early Mars interview. One of her first 3. I got one. You know what I mean? I got the ones with the homies. I got the one I did with Kiso. Like, I pulled up, we did the Kiso joint in Atlanta at KY Engineering Studio.
Oh, okay.
Was it Bass Studio? Whatever. I can't think of the name of it, but
Yeah,
yes, the studio where he does all his platinum recording records at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there. I seen the plaques. Like, I was in one of them rooms, bro. Like,
let's fire on them damn buttons.
Yeah, I seen that shit. Nigga, history was created in this room. Multiple reasons. I'm a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that matters to me. You know what I mean? Like, I got the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? God rest his soul, you feel me? But I got the last interview of the real Lil B before he passed away a couple years ago. He was shot and killed. Like, I got that. Like, if you was a fan, if he was a loved one, like, because at one point I was like, bro, I'm gonna take this shit down. But I was like, nah, like this might have been the last thing. I don't know how far apart it was, but this might have been like the last thing that he ever did on camera, bro. Like ever. I don't know if he shot a video. I don't know if he was in somebody's music video. I don't know if he put out but this is one of the last things that he ever did, bro.
Yeah.
This is some of the last things that he was able to speak his mind about openly about his music and his daughter and everything. I'm like, bro, I get that. I was like, bro, I gotta keep that up. This shit is a digital library of history. No matter if the history is a level 1 history or level 10, it's just history, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could take that shit down and somebody could be like, yo, I might watch. It could be somebody that love that nigga to watch that shit every single day.
Facts. I got that same thing with and it wasn't his last video, but Fine Gotti, TTU, you know them? Like it's my most viewed video on YouTube. I remember because I started it on some guerrilla shit, just running gun and give me $100, man. I'm gonna do your music video. That's how I just went to Best Buy, got on YouTube and learned
Learn how to do this
yeah,
shit.
just and I remember like they was into some shit.
Yeah.
I remember they came with the dogs and everything, get up against the wall. Now you gotta delete that footage. Cause I'm filming them as they pulling up.
Yeah.
You gotta delete that footage. But it was the best video I ever did. And it's got like I think it's over like 38,000 views or something
Yeah,
like
type
that.
shit.
But like he got shot and killed. But it's like I used to do all of their videos. So like all the videos that they did are all on my YouTube still.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like a memorial. Like people still go in there and comment today, like
Yeah.
R.I.P. Like I miss you, like
Type shit.
you
Yeah.
killed this, like
Yeah.
it's still going on right now.
Yeah. No. Then that's I think that's important, bro, because it's like at the end of the day, bro, we all trying to do the same shit. Trying to make it big. Are you trying to just do something that you love for the rest of your life? Trying to make it profitable. You know what I'm saying? I call it time and financial freedom. So
Yeah.
like if you get to the point to where you're making enough money to live off what you love to do, but then you also like it's what I love to do. So like I'm building my hope, like my time is built around this. Like I don't have to like show up to work 5 days a week, 4 days a week at this time to this time. Like I can clock in and clock out whenever the fuck I want to. Like as long as I'm getting the job done, I'm getting the job done. Now you can have a schedule where you do your shit, but it's like if I only got to record on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then I got the rest of the time to do whatever. You're like you have like limitless like free time. You can do
Spend
a bunch
time
of
with
shit.
my family.
You can do a bunch of shit, and you can
I'm out
still
of here. I'm on a flight. I'm going.
yeah, and you can just do whatever you like. Yo, as long as I'm back on Wednesday, as long as I'm back on Friday, like you feel me? Like as long as like so it's like. I think everybody's trying to get to that point, bro, and like, and this is why I think that the not just Louisville, but I think the Kentucky ecosystem is fucked up. Like media wise, content wise, you could say artist wise, you could say management wise, like all the eyes, it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. Like who in Kentucky, who in Louisville, and let's keep it our culture, our demographic, what we do. Like I know that there's bigger publications and all this. No, let's keep it for us because that's what we talking about. This is the world that we live in. Who in our space is like legit popping in that realm as far as media and content?
On that level,
Nobody. They just dropped. Complex just dropped their top 20th funniest people list. Right?
that list was kind of trash a little bit to me. I didn't agree with it.
You seen it?
Yeah.
I had a couple gripes, but we're not talking about that. But my point is, there's nobody from Kentucky who was even close to making that list. None. I named about 5 or 6, 7 people from a bunch of different other places. I'm like, damn, they could have been on the list. They could have been on the list. None of these niggas from Kentucky. Ain't none of these niggas from Louisville. Like, we don't have that. And whether that be, not saying we don't have funny people, not saying we don't have people who can pop, but there's a lack of support, there's a lack of consistency, and there's like a lack of contributions. Same side. Now you go to music. Okay, music is the highlight, but it's also underwhelming. Okay, we got Jack, we got Tilla, we got G. And I know people say we got 2K Baby, we got a couple other people, but
People here are talented.
yes, there's talent here.
Yeah, for facts.
There is talent here, which is why the music industry has always came here and got talent. Whether it be from a production standpoint, whether it be from a creative standpoint, whether it be from a talent standpoint, whether it be from an artistry standpoint, they have always came and dibbled and dabbled and pulled from Kentucky, Louisville specifically, but they have pulled from Kentucky. It's a known thing. Like, bro, there was a period of time where like Louisville Gardens was like the spot, like all the top hit, like the fucking was it the Hard Knocks Light tour or whatever? Like, bro, all that shit was, I don't know, it's like a cat. No, that's a siren. But all that shit would come through Louisville's Gardens because Louisville's Garden was the only place that had goddamn like a festival arena, like standing room. They were the only place where it wasn't just all seats. Like, they could clear that shit out. So all them shows and all them hip hop shows and rap shows, bro, like Biggie, everybody used to come through this shit. So if people are coming through and putting on shows and all this type of shit, like, of course the labels are gonna be here. Of course executives are gonna be here. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Talent agents, like all type of shit is gonna be running through here, and they're grabbing and pulling people, boom, 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 boom. So it's like the history is rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not old enough to know everything, old enough to know some. I know some of the people that do. I can definitely get some information from, for sure. And it's almost like, bro, if you look at how the music scene is now, bro, for like Louisville and Kentucky, bro, it's kind of like it's shot, like between the artists and between management and people that manage them. I think there's a disconnect. Like, so you know how like when did you play sports in high school?
No.
Okay. So, all right, I play ball. So I play football. All right. At some point, if a football coach is doing his job, he's gonna have a speech. Usually towards the end of the season, your senior year, the year before your senior, whatever. But at some point, your high school coach is gonna say this: all you motherfuckers are not gonna play college ball, and all you that go to college are not gonna make it to the league. That is an honest and truthful observation of the 50 to 100 players that high school coach is speaking to. It's the truth. If you went to a high school and seven of your teammates went to go play college football, maybe one of them niggas made it to the league.
Right.
Maybe. Odds are none. It's common. It's just how it works. You go into college not expecting that, but having a realistic, all right, bro, this is probably gonna be, my senior year is my last year playing ball. I'm not going to NFL, or I might go, try to go play Canadian or whatever. But the goal is the NFL. The goal is never go play Canadian. The goal is to never go play these fucking USFL shits, XFL. The goal is to make it to the NFL, regardless. Like, that's just what it is. So the odds of people making it, slim to none. I don't think that these people who are finding the talent, investing, quote unquote, investing in these artists, like, they're not really investing, but some of them do, but most of them don't. It's just, it's an investment that they're investing in you in hopes it pays off for them.
Facts.
I don't really care if it pays off for you. I want to pay off for me. Like if I show that I can get you developed and get you popping, then that's going to mean more people are going to think I can do that for them, and it's going to pay off for me. I see a lot of people try that. That's their thing. I think if these people are trying to manage artists out here, kept it real with them and said, bro, as far as rap and hip hop goes, there's no money in music. There's no money in music. Like, yes, you can be a platinum selling artist, like, but that's not what people buy. People don't buy music. Like, if I was to take, let's say I separate an artist into two people, boom, boom. I got, you can purchase their songs if you go through this door, or you can purchase a ticket to be in the same room with this person. The line for people to be in the same room with the person making the music will be twice as long as the line just buying their music. Like, music doesn't necessarily sell 99% of the time. There are artists who they sell.
Yeah.
But they're the 1%.
Yeah. You're buying a persona, a personality.
Yes.
Everything that comes with it.
Yes.
Rihanna, big example. Like,
yes.
she should never make another album.
She says she's working on one, so we'll see. We'll see. But it has been 8 years, 9 years. And this is the thing. Nobody wants to work forever. Her making music is work. This goes back to I don't know if you remember, I had I got in trouble with the Beehive last year. This goes back to that. Beyonce is amazing. Beyonce can't sell anything if it's not attached to her music. That's why her Ivy Park deal flopped with Adidas. Adidas thought that she would have the same love and effect that Yeezy had for the Yeezys. Like, but he loves that shit. That's what he wants to do. So he's invested.
Yeah.
She kind of just, it's Ivy Park here. Like,
she's private, so you can't sell that.
Yes, and so she wasn't in love with the product like how Kanye, that's his shit, that's his baby. Beyonce don't look at Ivy Park as her baby. So when it flops and Adidas decides to move on, yeah, she's gonna have to find a way to repackage and rebrand and sell this Ivy Park shit. Like, so of course she has the Renaissance tour. Like, people got mad at me, bro, but she didn't want to go on tour. If you watch her Netflix shit, she was telling y'all, I want to stop this shit. I want to retire. I think she was like contemplating retiring. She's 44, 40, like, bro, she's 40. She don't want to be up there dancing for 30 minutes. And she be going, she ain't just like doing 1-2 steps. Nah, Beyonce be going crazy in heels. Like, she be killing it. She don't want to do that, bro. She got 4 kids. Like, bro, she has hit the point where she shouldn't have to still be going on world tours, working that hard, bro. But what happens is, when somebody like her can't sell anything but her music, got to get to work. Music works for me. Clothes, not so much. Shoes, not so much. Perfume, not so much. Lip gloss, not so much.
Broken down that way. That makes,
you know what I'm saying? But music, these they gonna buy. Bro, I'm the same analogy. If I have an Ivy Park store, and let's say I have a Beyonce Renaissance tour store. The Renaissance tour store with merch will have a line twice as long as just Ivy Park shit, because people know this is Renaissance. It's Beyonce. Like, this is for the tour. Like, her merch, I don't think she's ever had an issue selling her merch, but merch is sold usually affiliated with an album or affiliated with the tour. Her Ivy Park shit was literally, when it came out, it was its own thing. The Ivy Park collection. I remember they were sending people the big boxes in their driveway. They would open up the big box. It would be a whole collection of Ivy Park sweatsuit, shirt, shoes, all type of shit. Like, it was a huge rollout. That's cool. Nobody remembers that because the person that was pushing it, we don't give a fuck. Because it's not music. You see how fast she turned around and gave us another album, that country shit. I don't want to talk about Beyonce too much, bro. Cause I feel like they think me like I'm like trying to talk bad about her, and I love Beyonce. I love Hov. Like I fuck with the Carters, but let's keep it real, bro. She knows that country is the most streamed and profitable genre right now. Has been for the past year and a half, 2 years. It's no surprise she came out with a full country album.
So it's funny you say that. Why do you think it is that if you say it on the internet, that it's law? Like what? Like
Yeah.
why is that a thing? Like if it didn't happen on the internet, it's not real. And if you have an opinion that other people disagree with, you have to hate that person. It's just my opinion on that specific thing. That don't mean I hate that person. Like I can say something bad about the Beyonce album and still love Beyonce, but they'll attack you as if you don't like Beyonce. Like
So, like I said, bro, for me, bro, I've been doing this internet shit for so long, bro. I'm almost like I'm numb to the shit, bro. Like I laugh, bro. All engagement is good engagement. I leave a comment. The comment could be mean, it could be nasty, it could be rude, it could be whatever. I'ma love it. I'ma heart it. I'ma heart it and like the motherfucker, especially on YouTube. I'ma boom boom. I'm gonna let you know I fuck with this. And I might even comment back. We can go back and forth because I know, guess what? If I comment and I hit a little spot, you're gonna come back. Guess what that is? Another view, another comment.
engagement.
We, you know what I'm saying? We locked in now. You know what I'm saying? I do that too. Like I just egg motherfuckers on. You feel me? Like, come on, yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, but I don't take none of that shit too personal. But like, nah, like the internet is forever, bro.
A lot of people do though. It's like surprising how many people get butthurt over that shit.
Yes, and I think like going back to the ecosystem, I think that's kind of what has fucked me over. Is because I'll be honest, bro. Like I try my best not to bullshit people. I try my best, like if I feel a way about something, I'm gonna tell you. Like I'm gonna be like, bro, like this is how I feel about XYZ. Like, and I'm not saying this so we could argue and beef and fight. I'm just letting you know, like this is how I feel. It's okay. Like we can talk about it. Like regardless. Like I think what happens is a lot of times we're out here. People don't like to have those type of like conversations. Like they don't like they have an idea of what they think the shit is versus knowing that okay, I have to put in XYZ type of work to get that. But the idea is better than putting in the work. You know, it's like they say like the lie is better than the truth. Like it just works. It just like, bro, I could tell you a story that could be straight bullshit. You'll be entertained. Versus I tell you the truth. You'd be like, oh, okay. But I could tell you a lie that will blow you. Be like, damn, oh shit, like that's crazy. But if I tell you the truth about something, you'd be like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the lie is more entertaining, bro. Like the idea of what we want this shit to be is just better than actually having to put in the work, bro. Like you have to actually like put in the work, and you actually have to like rub them elbows and kind of like get it out the mud, bro. That's not. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it should. I'm gonna just keep thinking what I think this shit should be like, and that's
just gonna happen.
Yeah, you feel me? It don't happen like that. And I think that's like half the problem with the ecosystem, bro. Because every side, the way an ecosystem works, you have parts that work over here, parts that work over here, and up here and down here. But there's a middle. There's a middle where we all this shit. You know, you make them circles in school, and you got this side, this side, this side. Yeah, but there's a middle portion where we all get it. Yeah, you do what you do. You do what you do. And I do what I do. But in this middle spot, nigga, this is the common goal for all three parties. We all agree on this. No parts of the ecosystem intersect like that.
Well,
Now they have the common goals, but they don't intersect.
what could change that here, though? What do you think it'd take?
The people in charge, the people that have the ability to change it, the people who are quote unquote the tastemakers and the leaders, the people who have pull, the people who can say, hey, I can put you in a position to meet this person, or hey, I can put you in a room with this person, or hey, I can bring this and this side together and make magic happen. Like the people who can do that need to actually do that. But instead, a lot of shit that they do it for themselves. You know, I don't know why. I just not my place. You know what I'm saying? But if they were, things would be completely different. Like, prime example, I don't know how many podcasts there are in Louisville, but let's say it's 48,000. It's a large number, right? And let's say it's 200 hip hop podcasts. And let's say out of 200, 100 are consistent, and only about 20 of them are good. If I have an artist, right, I could be representing, or I could be trying to develop the artist. Part of artist development is getting them accustomed to
Talking to the media.
said media, getting them accustomed to doing interviews, getting them used to doing interviews, getting them used to being in front of a camera, getting them used to holding a conversation, getting them used to answering certain questions, getting them used to speaking with purpose, you know, so speaking with some form of like intellect or giving insight, or, you know, saying being able to dodge a question, like just understanding how to speak. It's almost like imagine if you were developing an artist and you're developing this artist, and let's say they put out some music is great, but they never perform. Never perform. You get in contact, like, yo, I got you in contact with Def Jam. They want to come see you. We're gonna put on a showcase for you. Do you know how bad the first time that they ever performed it would be if it was in front of like some labels? It's a Def Jam showcase. Like, you know how like the odds of that, it wouldn't work. Like, it wouldn't be good. It'd be bad. So imagine you got this artist, you running around with this artist, you getting this artist, the artist is booming, this artist doing their thing, right? And you start to try to get them in front of a camera and get them in some interviews, and they got a song that's so hot. Motherfucking Complex or somebody reach out, you like, yo, we lit, we going on Complex, and it fucking around be one of the worst shits ever, because that artist has never sat in front of a camera with the person being asked questions, like in front of the media, like you just winging the shit, bro. And I think a lot of times that's what a lot of these people, like, they don't practice, or they don't attempt to get accustomed to the things that are to come. Like, everybody wants a Breakfast Club interview.
Right.
But how are you going to handle your Breakfast Club interview if it's one of your first 3 or 4 interviews ever? And I'm not saying you got to go and do. I'm not saying you got to do every podcast. I'm not saying you got to.
Breakfast Club wouldn't want you if you couldn't hold a good interview. Like,
But that's the thing though. Like, sometimes a motherfucker gets so. No, I ain't gonna say now it'll be a little bit different. But years ago, back then, it wasn't like that. It was like, yo, we getting the hottest people, so it wasn't like, sometimes you don't know if they interviewed or not. You know, internet was a little bit different back then. It wasn't what it is today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So 2010, 2011, 2012 was a little bit different. So like back then, I could see them. It's like with Kodak. He's not a good interviewer. You know what I'm saying? Like, not at first. Now he's gotten better, but there was a period of time where he was terrible. A lot of them young mumble rappers was coming to Migos used to be terrible, dude. Like, bro, a lot of these people were terrible, bro.
I think a lot of it is like watching game film. It's like
that's
you gotta,
all, but
you got to
that's
study, you got to practice.
That's all it is, bro. And it's like, bro, I went to a showcase. I won't say no names, but I went to a showcase, bro. And the showcase was for a artist. He was coming out with an album, and his album was actually good. He had some heat on there. I still play some of the tracks on there. It might be my favorite tape from bruh. Now, mind you, I don't know who anybody else is on the ticket. I've never tapped into their music. Well, one of the dudes I did. I tapped in. His tape was cool, but I wasn't there to see him before. I was there to see the nigga with the main album. So I get there, bruh. The nigga whose tape I had listened to, I thought was just cool. He was on stage performing. When I tell you, there were people running inside to get on the floor, like in front of the stage. There were people. I'm talking about, bruh. I've never been to a indie artist or a local artist in Louisville show, and the entire crowd was rapping his shit. I'm talking. I'm not saying it's like 10. No, the entire crowd was rapping his shit. His shit was going so crazy, bruh. He in the middle of the song, he letting them rap the shit. Nigga stopped it, ran it back, threw on some other shit. Like 30 niggas going on the stage. Everybody, I'm talking about, dog. It was, I'm talking about, I watched it was like watching in real time, like a star was born, bruh. Like, and I watched him. He stole the show. You would have thought they were there. You would have thought it was his showcase. And he went on before the real nigga was supposed to come out. That nigga came out, bro, and everybody was gone. Show over, bro. You not topping this. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but bruh, who got on stage to perform, he didn't have the stage presence the other nigga had. He didn't have the wind, the conditioning the other nigga had. Like, he didn't have crowd control like the other nigga. Like, he didn't have niggas that was in his corner to get on stage. Like, bro, he didn't have none of that, bro. And that was from, you know what that's from? It's lack of experience. The nigga that went on before him, I do this. Like, I do this. I know what I'm about to do. I know how my songs are gonna go. I know which parts I'm gonna let the crowd rap. I know where I'm gonna be at on this part. I know where I'm gonna be on this part. Like, I'm gonna shut this bitch down, bruh. And that's practice. That's repetition. That's your 1,000 jump shots, bruh.
Yeah.
I can do this shit, and I can do this shit
That's the same
in my sleep.
in his career, rapping in the mirror, running around the crib, saying it all day long, thinking about, like you said, what he gonna do, the movements he's gonna make on
Yeah.
this very part of the
Yeah.
beat, all of this shit.
All that shit matters, bro. And I think the people who are managing these artists are getting these artists in position to do certain things, but I don't think that they're doing that, bro. Like, I think they're just looking for somebody who has a good song, and then or somebody who has an image that appeals to a certain demographic, and then they're trying to like appeal and lean into that. And it's just like, and some of them do what they do. Some of them do get they artists the reps. Some of them do get they artists. You know, I'm not even saying it's all of them, but it's some of them where it's like, it's almost like it's like, damn, bro, like how can you say like you in artist development and you not developing no artists? You know what I'm saying? You got all this information you say that you got on why artists succeed or don't succeed, but you ain't got nothing to show for it on your end of which artists that you help succeed or avoid failing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you got that information, if you got that game, why aren't you putting that information back into an individual? Because I'm literally, I can literally tell you, bro, it's enough artists out here, it's enough talent out here that if an individual who has the reach, the knowledge, and the wisdom to take somebody from zero to a hero, they would be doing it, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they really have that ability. But I think it looks like they had that ability, and I think they're really good at making it look like they got said ability. So when they speak, when they say certain things, when they do certain events, people are always going to tap in because it looks like they have that ability. But what have you, like, who have you put that ability into?
Facts.
Like who have you put that knowledge, that wisdom, that experience into to get them from point A to point B to point C to point C? Like, I mean, to point D. Like, who had like, do you have an example? If your example is already a ready-made product, then what we talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who have you really taken and said, I'm gonna get you in the room with this person, they got a Grammy. I'm gonna get you over here with this person. They worked with this person. I'm gonna get you over here with this person. They be over here doing this with them. I'm gonna get you in touch with this label. Da 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 da. But it never works out. Something's not adding up. It can't always be the talent.
Right.
It can't always be the talent.
And with that being said, shout out to John Woo too, because Mars came up here, did the interview with
Yeah.
Being Lazy. Next thing I know, we invited to the 1 year anniversary of the Love Letter joy dropping. So that was pretty cool. And it's just like,
Oh yeah. No, yeah, talking about her first
yeah.
the first track she joined, the first
Yeah,
track
and
she dropped.
it's invite only, and he invited the whole podcast. I thought that was dope.
No, that's not it.
Just like, cause he commended us on everything we was doing and everything, and like he liked what we was doing. It's like we need more of that. Like,
Yeah.
I like what you're doing. You might have it.
Yeah.
I need to put you in front of some people, get you in a room with some people that can help you out.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean?
For sure. No, that's a fact. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's not enough of that going on. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of it's a lot of moving parts. Like a lot of individuals doing a lot of individualized tasks and things like that, and not working in unison and putting each other on game or giving each other tips. It's like, bro, like I was telling you earlier, bro, I didn't have to tell you shit about YouTube earlier, bro.
Facts.
I could have just assumed you knew.
Facts.
I could have just sat there, we having a conversation, and I could have assumed you knew everything that I knew about YouTube. Easily. You feel me? But I noticed, I said, I don't think he knows. Or I don't think he's aware. Or I don't think he knows that he should be doing something similar to that. So I said, let me get bro some, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because, nigga, that's what we supposed to do, nigga. Like, if you bring attention to a certain, like, if I bring attention, like, nigga, that's an assist. That's whatever. It's a lay, like, bro, when I bro, it's like me, that's like when, was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago when I came up here and I did the shit with Ty. Boom. That's like me not being realistic and not knowing that me bringing her here, and I even told her outside, I said, yo, you should get on the Big and Lazy podcast and We Them Girls. This is where they do their shit. She was, oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Boom. So when you brought it up to her, she was like, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, niggas ain't, bro. There is competition. That's nature. I don't give a fuck about none of that, because
it could be friendly competition.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm not looking at it like it's a point system where it's like I gotta be one up. I'm not looking at it like that.
Keep it score. Like, stop it.
Cool.
We gotta stop this shit.
But what I'm saying is, like, I could have easily not told her where we was recording at and which podcast was here. I could have easily, you know what I'm saying, been like, damn, bro, you gonna try to get in? I'm like, no, nigga, that's what we supposed to do. That's how this shit works. I'm like, that's how this shit works. Do you not understand? She come on my shit, and she go on they shit. Guess what? When somebody looks up her shit on Big and Lazy, they gonna see my shit. And if somebody look up my shit, they gonna see Big and Lazy. All that shit connects, bro. That shit, like I said, bro, it's a digital library, bro. It's an ecosystem, and like I said, all factions, media side included, all got to work together, bro. I can't count on the amount of times that I've reached out to other podcasters, creators over the years, and it's either falling on deaf ears, You got a lot of them that at the time they felt like that they were just like better type shit, like better. I ain't doing that shit. I'm cool. Niggas don't do nothing no more. They don't make content no more. They don't have a podcast no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to reach out and like either work together or elevate what you had. Like it's been people where they just got the for a prime example, when y'all was just doing y'all shit at first, y'all just had the audio.
Mm-hmm.
I hit you up like, hey bro, I can do the video for you.
Right.
I'm supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed I'm nigga, I'm nah, you ain't gotta throw me nothing, bro. I'm cool. I pull up. What y'all need. You know what I'm saying? Because I also looked at it as that's part of my 1,000 jump shots. Like, if I'm gonna be a producer, I'm gonna do this podcast shit. How can I get experience and reps shooting a podcast? I gotta shoot a podcast. Okay, these niggas have a podcast. They need a camera. Boom, I got the camera. Okay, you know it's that's nigga. I got a box of cereal. You got a bowl and a spoon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you hungry, but I ain't got no bowl. You know what I'm saying?
It's like shit. Sometimes they might need you to throw them a little something like nigga, buy me lunch type shit.
No, and
Like
that's happened before
give me
too,
some
though.
gas money type shit.
And that's happened before too. But for me, and I think one time I think y'all did throw me some bread for the gas and shit. But I never asked for it because I volunteered. It'd be one thing if y'all hit me up like, "Hey, bro," but no, nigga, I'm the one that reached out. That's why I'm so willing to pull up because nigga, I reached out. So it's like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm cool, bro. If I couldn't make it, I wouldn't have came. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be straight up, bro. If I came, hey, bro, gas a little low, nigga. I don't know what to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no. It is what it is. You feel me? But like, so like for me, like it's never a situation of I need or like I even want any like financial, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten money from the shit, you feel me, for sure. But I've never like it was a period of time where people was like, bro, you don't charge nobody for your interviews? And I was like, nah, I probably never will. Like, unless somebody pisses me off, and I'll be like, yeah, I do it, and I tell them a price just to them leave me alone. Like, if they end up paying, they pay. It's cool. But, but if it's a motherfucker I really don't want to interview, and they like hounding me, and after I tell them, I'll be like, bro, like, you got to shoot me some bread, and that would be my way of politely bowing out versus me saying no, nigga, because I've learned that you can't always you can definitely say no, but it's the way that you say no. You know what I mean? And I don't think I've ever really learned how to like properly tell somebody no. So I would need like a valid reason, like I don't have the time. I've used that before, or I have told people you got to pay me, and that usually will get them to leave me alone. I've had people where they be like, "Yo, da 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 da, hey bro, you got 3 artists. I need $1.50 for each artist." Never heard from them again. Perfectly cool, because I didn't want to do it anyway. You know, but it was a period of time where I was doing everything.
Yeah.
They got one song out. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know, you ain't got no song out, but you make music. All right, let's do it. It's like I didn't give a fuck because I was trying to, like I said, get as many reps, get in the groove, and build. And I got to a point where I was like, okay, now I can pick who I want. And I can do what I want. I don't want to interview you. I don't want to sit down with you. So I'm not entertaining that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done that before. I've told artists like, hey, bro, hit me back when your album drops because what you got out, I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, and that's got me in some. You know, I got in a situation before. No violence and no shit. But but bro was trying to use me to like go viral type shit because I told him my initial statement to him was I don't like a lot of the music that you have out on your Spotify that I listen to, but you said you got a project coming in October. When it comes out, let's tap back in,
Yeah.
and if I fuck with the album, we can do something. Ah, nigga, you ain't on shit, nigga. You ain't wooty woo woo. I looked up podcasts in Kentucky, and you popped up, but you ain't doing shit. Da, da, da. And I'm like, damn, brother, like, I thought what I said was cool, nigga. I ain't violate you or nothing. But now since we talking crazy, nigga, your shit trash.
Yeah.
Now we can talk crazy to each other. So then he gets on his story. He's like, oh, he said my music. And I was like, bro, you just gonna delete your whole comment that you had going. I'm like, bro, and you jumped in my yeah, bro, it was on some weird shit. So like, I had to kind of like bow out because I still got the 5, but I got a 30-minute ether video where I'm just giving him the blues. Giving him, I got the conversation thread on the side. I'm breaking down the conversation, pointing out where he went wrong at. I got a video where he was on his story. He was talking shit like, bro, I'm breaking this nigga down, bro. And I was gonna drop it, and my homie was like, bro, if you drop that shit, you're giving him the attention that he wants. Don't, and I want, bro, I'm talking about, bro, I wanted to drop that bitch so bad, bro. And I said, you know what, you right. So I said, I never dropped it. But I kept it. And it's kind of like a reminder of like, never let these niggas get you in a position to where you gotta like show a side of you that isn't like your natural side, bro. I've had situations where I've gotten into it with an artist on the direction of the interview. I just delete the whole interview. Now I still got it, but I'm not gonna post it on YouTube because you lost your goddamn mind. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had interviews where I interviewed the artist, and after the fact, it's like we never met before, and they never promoted the interview. It made no sense to me. I did this for you. I'm not even in the interview with you. I'm behind the camera, so I'm still behind the camera type shit. It's weird shit. You feel me?
That happens.
You feel me? I've had people that I've interviewed that I've had conversations with, phone calls with, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been in touch over the years, and it's like, yeah, we haven't talked recently, but when other people are around them and they speak of you around them people, they act like they don't know. Oh, who was that? I ain't never heard of, bro. And it's like, bro, we got a whole interview on my, like, we sat down, bro. You pulled up, like, it's right here. It's an hour. Like, you want me to send you the link? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that happens, you know what I'm saying? But that has happened because, what I say? I guess you say I'm brash. But that's if you don't know me.
Right.
Like if you don't know me, you'll think if you don't know me and you just go off what you see on social media, you just go off what you see on YouTube and the podcast clips and shit like that, bro, you think I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're just very straightforward. Like you would think I'm a piece of shit, and I'm like, bro, I am a piece of shit. Yes, I am a piece of shit, but I'm a piece of shit, like a healthy piece of shit. So it's like, it's needed. Like, it's okay to feel that way, and I'm gonna say that. Like, I don't have to be a Kendrick Lamar fan, bro. Like, that's okay. People, I don't have to like that nigga. Like, yeah, yes, I can be the stupid nigga in the red hat. Like, bro, if I got paid $1, well, if I got paid $5 for every time I got called a stupid nigga in the red hat or illiterate or all type of shit, bro. If I had, especially stupid nigga in the red hat, if I got $5 every time, bro, I'd be rich, bro. Over the past year, bro, because I wear red a lot. I wear a red hat a lot of the times, and like, I'm perfectly fine with having my own opinion, bro. And so, but I think that rubs a lot of people the wrong way because a lot of people, they feel like you can't be objective about what they're doing, or whether it's what they do as far as event or content wise, or whether it's what they do as far as music wise. They feel like there's almost no room for no objectivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you have to like everything. You have to say everything is fire. You can't say, it was cool. If you say it was cool, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? But if you say it's, I'm like, bro, that's not real, bro. Like,
It's no way all these niggas make great music out here because ain't no you niggas on.
Right.
It's impossible.
Right.
It's impossible. You know what I mean? So it's like, we got to be honest about it, bro. Like, there is some talent out here. I'm not even going to, there's a lot of talented people, but it's also a lot of boo-boo. And with it being a lot of boo-boo, we got to be honest and say, a lot of this shit boo-boo. This isn't good.
Right.
And you making it harder for the good to stand out. Because
I get a lot of hate because I do this production shit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of hate for speaking on it, on how this particular person's content might sound like shit, look like shit. So I don't call them out by name or nothing, but I just speak to that, and I get a lot of hate for that, just because I'm saying, like, you got to take more pride in the way that it looks and the way that it sounds, and how often you put it out and how often you do it, and take how serious you take it. And I get a lot of hate for that shit. I guess maybe, like you said, maybe it's the way I was saying it.
Yeah.
I get a lot of hate for people calling live streams podcasts. And I that eats me the fuck up. It's not a big deal, but it just matters to me in the sense of what a podcast really truly is. And so I get a lot of hate for that too. So I don't know. The internet is it's an ugly place.
I mean, you can package a live stream as a podcast.
True.
Now, if it's just the live stream and then you don't do nothing else with it, then no. It's a live stream. Now, but like I said, your podcast can be live, you can do all that shit, but that's if you package it like that. But I do get what you're saying. I just think, like I told you 2 weeks ago, podcast is that's like the word urban. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's urban, so if you listen to urban music, it's automatically going to be rap, hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be urban.
Just the buzzword they put on it.
You know what I'm saying? And so same thing with a podcast. So it's not even that it's like it's a podcast or a YouTube show. It's like you're just gonna say it's a podcast. Like, it's generalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just, I don't think people are necessarily calling it a podcast. And you got some people who will say it is a podcast. It's just that they don't know no fucking better. But I think for the most part, like, people would just call my interview series a podcast, even though I've told people 1,000 times it's a YouTube show. I've never put these on podcasts. Like, I never packaged it to be just audio. It's always been a YouTube show. It's a YouTube show.
Right.
But I understand people will say it's a podcast. Like, I understand that, you feel me? But I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree. Because I know, like I said, I know better. But everybody doesn't look at it and know better. They're just gonna be like, it's a podcast. Like,
it's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same to them. Where can I watch it? On the podcast? No, it's only on YouTube. So it's a YouTube podcast. It's just like, and you'd be like, yeah, that's a YouTube podcast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just how people use the term, bro. It's really, really generalized at this point. It's as common and as often as podcasting is and all that shit, bro. It's just, I just think overall, bro, for the ecosystem, for Kentucky, for Louisville as a whole to take off, we need those people in those situations, in those positions, to be more diligent and be more thoughtful and more wanting to see progression. For, like, you brought up the Mars shit, and that's dope. Like I said, I interviewed Mars back in 2019 or 2020, I can't remember. Dope as shit. This is my problem with it, though. How did y'all get in contact? Did they reach out to y'all, or you had to reach out to them?
Oh, for the interview?
Yes.
Both. Well, yeah, we were both. I had Big and Lazy weaponize their fan base. I said, have everybody tag Mars. And she was like, what's going on here? And
okay.
That eventually came out.
It shouldn't have to be like that. That's what I'm getting to. And like I said, I'm not saying everybody got to know every ins and out of every media outlet.
I know, in
Louisville, Kentucky.
Come to the media.
You should, if you have an artist and this is what you're doing, you should, even if it's a good look, even if it's beneficial, it's going to be beneficial for your artist because you're putting your artist in a position to, like, especially here, be a part of the growth here, build those relationships here. No telling where those relationships will go down the line, but also they're getting their reps, getting their practice. They're gonna go in. They can be ready for these questions. They can be ready for these type of giving these type of answers. They can be ready for this type of situation, and they can be ready to sit in front of a camera. They can be ready to sit next to somebody asking. Like they can be ready for all this shit, bro. Like take it and treat it like it's game 7.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you gotta practice and imagine that last second shot in your head before you get in that situation and take that last second shot. You don't know how you're gonna react when you really get in the game and it's the last shot. You don't know how you unless you practice that shit, bro. Bro, Ray Allen when he hit that shit, bro, they said Ray Allen he practiced that movement, that stepping back, the two like he just it was routine for him, bro, because he practiced it, but he's envisioning it in his head. So when it happened in the game, it was like, bro, I've done this shot 2,000 times.
That's
That's tech. It's easy. So I'm saying, like, these artists, I think these artists need to be more diligent, and I think the people who are in position with the artists who got the power and the reach need to direct artists to platforms like Big and Lazy, We Them Girls, SSD TV Network, Confirm Shit. Like, they need to push that because it's only gonna help. Number one, it's gonna help eyes. People get a chance to know and interact with your artist, and also, but it's gonna help them get used to that situation. Like that shit matters, bro.
yeah.
It all matters. To me, it matters. I might sound crazy.
No, no,
I might be wrong.
no.
You know what I'm saying? But
It's
they
a good
can't.
word for
But
game.
nobody can tell me that that's what they're doing. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't. Like where? Prove me wrong. And this is no shade at Jack, no shade at Tiller, no shade at G, but how many local Kentucky or Louisville publications, media outlets, have they participated? Have they had their hands in? Like either building, showing love to, putting on? Who?
Facts.
And how many? And I'm not saying that they have to, but if they did, it would make everything so much easier and that more obtainable for everybody around, bruh. Like the amount of pull that Jack has right now, bro, I think if Jack, I know he knows, but I think if he really just sat down and realized like how how much reach and how powerful he could be, bro, he could easily single-handedly help any media media outlet publication in Louisville or Kentucky blow up overnight.
Yeah.
Easily. Easily, bro.
Just by sitting down with them. Now you ain't got to be in the same room nowadays. That's the
You
thing.
don't have to be in the same room, bro. It's so easy to do an interview. You could do an interview from the toilet. Nigga, can you call right now? Yeah, all right. I got 10 minutes for you. Bet. Here go the Zoom link. Like, you can do all that shit, bro. So it's like, I don't number one, I don't like and I don't appreciate the excuses. But I really do feel like if any one of them niggas did that, it would help so much because just look around, bro. Every other major city has their entity. They have their media outlets. Like they have the people who have the reach, and that is the goal for artists and entertainers to go in every other major city. Like there's a goal. There is no goal for niggas to get to in Louisville or Kentucky media wise. Like bro, being on the news is still the biggest thing you can be on in the state of Kentucky, bro. Like we don't have a Breakfast Club, we don't have a Hot 97, we don't have a Power 106, we don't have the goddamn damn, what's the shit in Atlanta? 98 the beat or whatever the fuck. Regardless, bro, we don't have none of this shit, bro.
The funniest thing,
What?
iHeartRadio is downtown.
Yeah,
It's right downtown.
yeah.
That's the irony of it all.
I know. I know.
In the city, right downtown.
And like we don't have like, come on, bro. Like this shit is. I'm telling you, bro. If the people who had the reach, if the people who had the power, if the people who had the means, bro, were if they just, if they just, if they just volunteered like an ounce, bro. Just volunteer just a molecule of what you can provide us, bro, and help the local scene, dog.
Right. Being a major artist from Kentucky and never doing a Kentucky press run is crazy. Like, because you can't. Because nobody has.
I mean, you could,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be like you going up in New York, Chicago, LA. Like it wouldn't be that same. It would be you, shit, giving handouts or scratching backs. Like, bro, I'm looking out. I'm helping. Like, bro, that would help so many people, bro.
Facts.
That's all. Yes, and it's like I said, Gazebo Fest was dope. I think Sunday got rained out or stormed out because it was like storming and shit. So I think Sunday didn't happen. But Saturday, bro, like that's major, bro. And to bring a major festival of that magnitude and have a mega star like SZA headline the Saturday night shit. That's major, bro. Because you got to think, you're going to have the people, of course, in Louisville and Kentucky that's going to come, but you're going to have your Cincinnati people. You're going to have your Indianapolis people. You're going to have your Nashville people. Like, you're going to have people that are going to come from out of town to want to see SZA and to go to a 2-day festival. Like, that's major, bro. And it's like, that's what the city needs. That's what the state needs. Like, there has to be a destination. Like, and it sucks. It sucks that it's taking this long. You know what I'm saying? For us to even get something. We have forecasts on shit like that, but I think the gazebo shit has a chance to be way bigger than what Forecastle was because it's powered by Jack, and Jack's reach is insane. And if he continues on the trajectory that he looks like he's going to continue on, like, yeah, I make jokes, I call him Diet Drake, but at the same time, he has the potential to be in that kind of sort of echelon, like maybe not the same floor, but he's gonna be in the building.
Right.
Drake might be on the 10th floor, and Jack might be on the 2nd or 3rd, but nigga, he's in the building.
Right.
He got clearance to get in this motherfucker.
Songs, he's not really missing. He hasn't really missed yet.
He doesn't really. I mean, he like I said, I think, like I put this on everything I love. I think if 2 of the 3 or all 3 of the major ones just say, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with some Kentucky. I'm gonna fuck with some Louisville shit for a period of time. I'm gonna put some niggas on. It would help so much, bro. Because you gotta think, if Jack Harlow was to come on Confirm, like artists and people come to Kentucky, comedians come to Louisville, all type. It'd be mad shit here. Jack comes on Confirm, bro. Does Big and Lazy or does We Them Girls or whatever. Nigga, when there's another major artist in Louisville, or there's another a comedian comes into town, or an actor comes into town, I saw Jack Harlow on that. We can stop in Kentucky on our way from Nashville to Indy. We can stop in Louisville.
Facts.
On our way from Nashville to Cincinnati, we can stop in Louisville.
That's an interesting point, and that's what another thing I want to talk about. Kai Cenat.
Mm-hmm.
People are realizing that online media has the biggest pull ever now. Like, motherfuckers is not going to the news. They're not going to E to tell their story and tell people what they got going on. They're not going to BET. All that's dead.
Yeah.
Like, Nicki Minaj pulled up to Kai Cenat. Like, Kevin Hart pulled up to Kai Cenat. And that man is worth $500 million, and he wouldn't have sat in that man's basement to stream with him because he know that that's where it's at, and he sees something in him like you're up next.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for
So
sure.
like,
No, don't be surprised if Kai will be in a Kevin Hart movie soon. Like that's gonna happen. Drewski probably will too. Like, but that's my problem with here. Like, Taylor comes out with his album. He doesn't even want to be affiliated with the state of Kentucky, let alone Louisville, bro. Can't remember the last time this nigga shouted out 502 come up. Can't remember the last time. He probably don't remember the last time. Like, he goes on the Budding podcast. He goes on Breakfast Club. I think he did something with Hot 97. Like,
Was it like a Patreon exclusive? I ain't see that.
I think so.
Okay.
But no Kentucky or Louisville publication. He has the tour. Lexington was on the first flyer. They came out with a second flyer. Lexington's not on there. He puts out a little thing like, I'm not performing in the state of Kentucky, let alone Louisville, until they put up the Static Major banner. They announced last year that Static Major and Rondo were both getting banners. They put up the Static Major banner during the week of the Jack Harlow Gazebo Fest. I think it's something to that. I could be wrong. But Tiller don't fuck with Kentucky. He don't fuck with Louisville. For whatever reason, he'll tell you, I don't know. I don't care. Like, the only thing that he's ever given to Kentucky was the basketball court down at South Side, over there at Shively, the courts.
Right.
It's dope. It's great. But you have fans here, bruh. Like, that should be part of, like, your duty. Like, you got fans here. Like, people want to see you. People want to hear you. People want to be able to, like you are a Kentucky or in Louisville product. Like, people want to be proud of that. I'm not saying that people aren't, but when you distance and you push the foundation away that helped you grow into the person, that the artist that you are, that made Trap Soul a classic, it's kind of fucked up. You're gonna turn some people off.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between him and Jack. Jack is very personable. Jack is very reachable. If you go outside to 10 events 10 days in a row, you're probably gonna run into Jack 3 of those. Like, he's outside, he's around, he goes to the football games, goes to the basketball games. Like, you might run into that nigga at your local farmer's market, bro. You never know.
I seen him at Guitar Center one time.
You see what I'm saying? You're just gonna see this. He's like, bro, it's just like, why is he here? Why is he at Cinnabon? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Why is he on the Andes? You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's here. And so it kind of kills the, I guess, the allure in a sense, because you're like, yo, this nigga, he's a regular guy. You might bump into him just walking through Walmart one day, bro. Like, oh, why is this nigga walking through Walmart, bro? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, but it makes him seem more human. He's more personable. He's more approachable, more likable. You know what I'm saying? Easy to work with. Understands the assignment. He understands. I think he understands that, which I think that's why he did the gazebo shit. I think next year, definitely, hopefully it doesn't get stormed out, but I think next year it's going to be bigger and better. I think they're going to invest more. I think they're going to put more time into it. I think they are going to have a lot more publications and media outlets set up for it, because that's what these festivals kind of do. Like, they bring all that like Rolling Loud is what it is because the reach and the media and all the outlets that are there. It's like South by Southwest. It's the same thing. Like, the people that come here, like, they come here to find new shit, connect new shit, like whatever it is. Like, bro, Bun B was there doing the Trill Burgers. South by Southwest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went there to make no music. He was there pushing burgers. You feel me? Like, but that's his brand. That's his product. Like, that's how he's reaching and connecting with people. Like, it's people who don't know Bun B as Bun B. They know Bun B as Trill Burgers. There's people who know him for that. They don't know. Oh, that nigga rapped. What the? What? I thought he just made burgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, like, eventually, I think that's what Gazebo Fest is going to turn into. I think eventually it's going to get to the point where Jack's not going to be the headliner. Like, I'm not, for what? It's my festival. Like, I don't want to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I could see if he got a new album coming, a new project, yeah, but if the festival is every year, I doubt he has a new project every year. So it's like, it won't be no need. And yeah, he might pop on and do a song with, maybe a guest or an actor. He might do some small shit, but eventually he won't need or have to be one of the headliners for the 2 or 3 days, however long they want to have it. Like, there's gonna be other people in play. There's gonna be other acts in play, and like that is what's needed, bro. Because the more type of shit that you bring in here, the more fans and more crowd and the bigger crowds, all that type of shit, bro. It's just gonna help the overall ecosystem that's going on with Louisville and Kentucky, bro. But we need these artists and these people that have the pool, these people that have these positions, to actually do their job and make this shit turn into what it could be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to sit here and talk about the award shit, but the way that they do them awards, the system that they have in play,
Get me started on that.
it's not beneficial for anybody involved, bro. It's kind of lazy, it's kind of half-assed, and it's kind of like, bro, like, we got an opportunity to fucking have this goddamn F-150 pristine diesel truck. But instead of us putting the proper gas in this bitch, we putting regular in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got a Porsche, you putting regular gas on a Porsche, you asking for this shit to fuck up, bro. It's like, bro, y'all got the platform, y'all got the reach, y'all got the people, but y'all putting in Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all filling this shit with Reginald. It's no bueno. That's not good, bro. And so it's like we get that and we see that way too often, bro. Like, if you have the reach, if you have the platform, if you have the means, if you have the ability, if you have the capabilities, like, if you got the energy, you gotta put forth like grade A effort, bro. You gotta try to get that reach out there to get it expanded, bro. Cause it's like, even with like the videos and shit like that, bro. I there's times like how you said you was talking about, some people shit don't look and sound. Like, it's times I put out some shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this shit down. I don't like the way it looked. I don't like the way it sounded. Or damn, I forgot to put it in 4K. You know what I'm saying? There was a period of time where I was like, I'm just doing my shit 1080. And then my homie was like, bro, if you've been doing 4K, keep doing 4K. That's what you should do. You should try to put your shit out in its highest quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes is effort. I mean, it's an extra button I gotta push, man. Yeah, it's gonna take up more time. Yeah, it's gonna take up more space, but okay, nigga. I gotta make time. I gotta make space. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's the same thing with these artists and shit, bro. It's the same thing with these people in these positions who hold weight, who got cachet. Just put forth the time and the effort, bro. Like everything doesn't have to be for self. Like, sometimes reach back, understanding that if I reach back, it's gonna help so many people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting that Mars interview and then getting invited to the invite only joint. Ain't no telling who's gonna be there. I ain't saying motherfucking Timbaland's gonna be there. He might. You never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta tell yourself in your head, be like, if this nigga is here, let me make sure you feel me, I'm on my shit. Let me make sure I'm dressed decent. Make sure I don't look crusty. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, make sure if they got drinks in that motherfucker, I don't get that motherfucker just wild out and I'm 7 shots in and I get a chance to meet Timbaland and I'm sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure I'm sober, like make sure I'm right in mind, because it's like, you never know. So like, you getting the opportunity to go do something, take advantage of that opportunity. Make the most of the opportunity. And even if he's not there, it could be a whole nother person there with some cachet. Maybe not Timbaland cachet, but they got some cachet. It's still a good look. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me parlay with them. You feel me? And so like, it's the same thing. So it's like, that's what's supposed to happen.
4 P's, man. Preparation prevents poor performance.
Yeah, but that's what's supposed to happen. Like how, boom, y'all did y'all thing. You feel me? Y'all got her attention. Set it up. Bong bong. All right, boom. You know what? I fuck with these niggas. Yo, y'all invited to the such and such. That's supposed to happen more often. You know, regardless of how the steps in the process was to get to that point, the end result of getting the invite to the event, you got the invite to the event. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that that chain of action has to happen more. Not saying everybody got to get an invite, but I'm saying that should be a part of like, okay, I want to. Let's say I can invite 10 people. I want to invite this many of this many of that, and I got to make sure I invite 2 media outlets. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that should be like a conscious cognitive effort from those people in those situations, in those positions, because if you help somebody grow, they helping you grow. Like,
Right.
like it could be, nigga, Jack could do a song with a producer who nobody knows, but now people know who that producer is, and that producer, he might be nice as shit. And now, because he worked with Jack, somebody's like, hey, I want to fuck with that guy. Boom. And then boom. And then boom. And next thing you know, the producer who you threw a bone to at the time, when you was big dog, now that producer is going on to be the greatest, one of the greatest of all time. And now it's like, nigga, I helped that.
Right.
I'm a part of history.
Right.
Like, his first classic song was mine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
your first classic interview, that was like, come on, bro. Like, all that shit matters, bro.
Upwards, and you never see the roots. Like, you could be a part of somebody's roots, the strongest part of, of their development, to watch them grow and blossom into something amazing.
Yeah, and you could be a part of people's villain story too, bro. I know I am. I know I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, I done been doing this a long time. I've came across a lot of artists. I've butted heads with a couple artists, and you know, whether it's the direction of the interview, or whether it's direction of the post editing, or the direction of how I package it and put out I done been through it all, bro. You know what I mean? And so some people, they hate you. Some people love you. Some people hate to love you. You know what I'm saying? Some people love to hate you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you feel me? Like, you're a part of somebody's story, bro, at the end of the day. Right. And like I said, just going off of like I said, the ecosystem, bro. All them circles, they're touching, but they're not intersecting. Like, they're touching. We know it's there. We know y'all over here. We know we all see each other. But we got our own lunch table. We got our own lunch table. We just doing our thing. It's my table. I'm rocking out. Nah, we all got to put all these tables together. This is you know what I mean? Because once you do that, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it'd be just, bro, they've been claiming and clamoring that Louisville was going to be the next musical hotbed since 2015, bro. And outside of, like I said, Gene Jack and Tilla, outside of them three, we don't have anything to really hang our hat on. Like, every area has their superstar, megastar, whatever, but it's like, but they also have their star publication there. Atlanta got a bunch of different outlets. Atlanta, there's a lot of motherfuckers that shit in Atlanta, that media shit. It's people, motherfucking Jack's been there. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, Texas has their own world. Texas and California really got their own world. They don't fucking matter. Because they gonna, if you make music and you in Texas or you in California, you don't have to leave the state to be successful. Like, you can literally just, I'm only a California artist, and you can have a great living. You could be an only Texas artist, and you can have a great living. Other places, you can make it, and you gotta start to venture out. You can't just be solely there. 9 times out of 10. So it's like, same thing with here, bro. I just feel like, the people in the positions, bro, they gotta pour back in, bro. At the end of the day.
I'm trying to be the one to change that. We trying to be the ones to change that out here.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Maybe. That's the goal.
We'll see.
For freedom.
Yeah. We will see, bro.
This is a real dope conversation.
Yeah.
And we'll be at like 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
2 hours.
A little bit of time. Like I said, bro, it was, like I said, it was dope. It was cool. I think I went on a couple tangents, but it is what it is.
That's good though, because
it is what it is.
We're in this position where it's like, I'm not pushing no buttons, you're not pushing no buttons. Like, we just here, we just talking, we just chopping it up. So.
For sure. Yeah, but nah, it's been dope, bro. Like I said, had a good time, bro. I think we talked about a lot. I think it's some gems in there. I think it's some I think it's some good points in there, bro. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, bro, I just want everybody to eat. I want everybody to be successful. I don't I'm not, like I said, you not a selfish person. I'm not a selfish person, bro. Like I said, you'd be surprised how you'd be surprised how many times you get shunned or turned down and you're offering to help people versus if you're asking them to like pay me for this advice or pay me for this like type shit. Like, no, I'm here to help. And they be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want it. I don't need it, I don't want it. They think they got it figured out. And then you look up, you be like, damn, bro, y'all ain't done nothing in 7 months. That's crazy. I tried to help, but oh well. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. So, yeah, bro.
You think you get more than socks for Father's Day? Is it Father's Day? How's that usually go?
We going to my parents, so
Gotcha.
could be there. Probably, yeah. Kick it with my pops, granddad. Have a good little time, talk it up. You know what I'm saying? It's on a Sunday, off work. I don't know what we having. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be barbecue going. There will be a grill on. You know what I mean? For sure.
Somebody grilling, invite me, please. Goodness.
Y'all do anything for Father's Day?
Nothing.
Nothing. And I feel you, bro. Usually, I work on Sundays. I took the Sunday off. But usually I'm at work. So usually I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come see y'all the weekend of, or make sure I go see my people, beforehand. But that actual day, I would normally be at work. You know what I'm saying? But this Sunday, I say, I'm gonna take off.
I usually record on Sundays. So
Yeah.
we'll see. So
That's your Father's Day gift. Is another episode.
hey, and I don't mind it either. That's how much I like doing it though.
Yeah.
Shit. But you're welcome to come back anytime. Hopefully this is the first of many.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Well, I think it's going to depend on the reception. If people like it, I definitely try to make it a more consistent thing. You know what I'm saying? But I might get you some enemies, bro. I might get some people saying, man, you sit next to that nigga, bro. Hell no. I might get you some, because like I said, bro,
Welcome all interactions.
But you know what the crazy thing is? Just before we leave, but for the people who find themselves saying that they don't like me or they don't like, or they think I'm an idiot or whatever, it's never nothing really real. It's all internet shit. It's all based off things that they see me say on the internet, but it's never like I don't like him because he did some shady or he did some backdoor. You know what I'm saying? It's never no bullshit like that. It's always, well, I don't like what he said about. To me, that ain't real, man. We live in reality over here, and if you get to know me, then you will know that's just how it is. But the way I look at it, somebody has to be the one to say it. And I'm not saying I'm always gonna be the one to say it, but yeah, sometimes we have conversations where somebody got to be the one to say, nah, that's trash.
Yeah.
Or nah, we not doing that.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like I welcome it.
Some of us got to tell the truth, man. That's all it is. Some of us got to tell the truth.
Just
How we
it
really
only got
stand.
it only got to be the truth. It could just be like your truth, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like
Better.
And it's like for me, a lot of times, bro, I catch myself if I'm arguing with somebody. I tell them, I say, you know what? Instead of you wasting time trying to prove me wrong, use that time to figure out why I might be right. Like, if you got all this energy to try to tell me how wrong I am, stop for a second, take what I said, and figure out how I might be right. Again, I could be wrong. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm saying some shit, 9 times out of 10, if I'm speaking about some shit, either I've been told directly, I know directly, or I got some form of insight. I'm not saying I'm plugged in, but I'm in some of these outlets. You know what I mean? I'm not plugged in when I'm around. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times I get in arguments with people and they be trying to tell me how wrong I am, and I'm just like, bro, how about you use that same energy and figure out why I might be right, and then we can have this conversation again. Because a lot of times people like to have conversations when it only aligns with their agenda or their position. Like they don't like to have a conversation where everything doesn't align with what they believe or what they feel. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people just ain't open minded.
no, not at all, not at all. And that's cool if you're not open minded. I am. I am. I like to look at things from 2-3 different ways, and
I'm the type of person that's like, I can learn from a crackhead. Like,
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know how to do
but
that.
people aren't going with it. Like, there's something that you can learn from anybody and everybody, and they can change your mind for the fact
sure.
that you know what a crackhead can tell me how to not do crack. How they got in that position and how to not do crack.
True.
But you see what I'm saying? Open mind.
Indirectly tell you.
Open minded,
Yeah.
and I don't mean none of that bullshit I just said.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, open minded. Like I'm very open minded,
Yeah, for sure.
and a lot of people aren't like that.
No.
and we're ready to see it from different sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
no, a lot of people are not like that. A lot of people are very closed minded, hard headed. They like what they like or they believe what they believe, and they'll argue that tooth and nail. And like I said, I believe what I believe too. I feel how I feel too. But I feel like, and I'll just keep it short before we get up out of here. When this is before the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, but I had said some shit about Kendrick. I didn't just say it and just be like, oh, that's what it is. Like, no, I said, no, this is why I feel this way. And I'm going to give you some examples on how I see it and how I feel. I'm not telling you to feel in any type of way, but this is how I see it. And people, you would be if you thought the Beehive was tough, these Kendrick Lamar fans, boy, they woo. Well, they was coming out the woodworks. I ran into one. Did I tell you the story about the one I ran into at the Drake concert?
No.
All right, I'll tell you when we get off this. But yeah, I ran into one of these niggas at the Drake concert, bro. It was just funny that I got recognized from the podcast because I had on that red fucking hat. That's what it was. How that dumbass red hat. And nigga, you the nigga with the red hat. You know, and it's just like, whoa, what you mean? What's going on? And so it's like, you would be surprised, bro, how passionate people feel when it's an opinion that doesn't align with theirs. Like, people get more passionate trying to convince you to believe what they feel or what they're saying more than what they agree with. Like, if me and you agree, it's not gonna be that much passion in the conversation because we agree, yeah, man. But if we disagree, no, nigga, this is like, bro, we gonna be no, you gonna take my point, and you gonna be like, nah, like you gonna take my point.
Right.
Like the passion levels are gonna go off the charts. Like people get real passionate when they're on opposite sides, bro. A lot of times, and so it's just. I don't know, bro. It's just one of them things, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, bro, I just try to take that shit in stride, bro. And it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, can't take it too serious.
No.
Keep it moving.
Nah, never take it too serious, bro.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir. My dog.
Thanks for coming through. It's been another episode of Confirm, and I used to say this back in the day. You know what I mean? Feed your mind, and your pockets will follow. You know what I mean? So, feed your mind, get the knowledge, be ready to learn, be ready to be taught. You know what I mean? And your pockets are gonna follow. We out here.